Jerry Bradshaw, come on down. Aaron Shaney, come on down. And Nora Cadine, come on down. You are the first four contestants on The Price is Right. And now, here is the star of The Price is Right, Bob Barker!
Hello everybody, Isaac Karazi, the B-Man to the stars. Today I had to put on my best clothes to talk about a living legend, Mr. Bob Barker, Mr. Price is Right, and my client. The story of Mr. Bob Barker is a great story which I'm going to tell you, and please follow along. I met Mr. Bob Barker in the early 80s. I had only been in business 3 to 4 years, and he called me because he had a problem in Hollywood where he lived on his house. I gave him an appointment and I went there the next day. I knocked on the door and nobody answered the door. I told myself, boy, this guy probably forgot. I didn't know this was the Bob Barker's house. What do you call it? So I told myself, this guy forgot. I heard a little noise around the corner. I walked around the corner, and when I arrived over there, I saw two people with boxing helmet on, boxing gloves, shorts, and t-shirt, and they were punching each other. And to be honest with you, one of them was kicking the butt of the other one. I kept watching and I was going to go help the guy. I felt sorry for him. I yelled out, "Hi, I'm here to take care of your beehive." Mr. Barker came up to me. I said, "Oh, hi, Mr. Barker." It was him, and he showed me where the problem was. I took care of it, and then I went away. Many years later, one of the curtain girls in the show Price is Right had posed for Playboy, and they had gone on the radio, on KFI radio in Los Angeles, which is a big radio station. They had gone on that show, and Mr. Barker was on to promote his curtain girl who had posed for Playboy, and they were talking to people. All of a sudden, Tom Likas, he is a shock jock, and I like to be shocked, not by electricity, by people like him. So I would listen to him, and Tom Likas at the end of his show said, if anybody has any stories about Bob Barker, to call in. Now, I never call radio stations, you know, to carry conversation over the radio. So I said, boy, do I have a story. I called KFI. It was like 5 minutes before 6, and the show ends at 6. The guy picked up the phone and said, "Hi, what are you calling about?" I said, "I know this guy. Put me on and you won't be sorry. I know this guy." The guy said, "Hold the line." And all of a sudden, Tom Likas comes on the radio and says, "We have a caller from the San Fernando Valley. Go ahead." I said, "Mr. Barker, everybody always sees you on your show, and you always have suit and tie on, and I came to your house 20 years ago or so, and I saw you in your garage, and you were boxing with some guy in there, And to be honest with you, he was kicking your butt. I was going to come and help you. He started laughing so hard. He said, "Is this the B-Man?" I said, "Yes, sir, this is the B-Man." And he said, "Let me tell you the name of your company." And I can't believe this guy. He told me the name of my company, and I said yes, and then Bob Barker started laughing again. And he said, "Did I ever tell you who my personal trainer was before he was a big movie star?" I said, "No, you didn't tell me." He said, "That was Chuck Norris. Before Chuck Norris was a big movie star, he was my personal trainer." Many years passed, and Bob Barker announced that he's going to stop the show Price is Right, and they need to get somebody else to replace him. He's going to retire. My sister was always in love with this guy. Personally, I was always in love with this guy. I told my sister, I said, "If you get tickets, I'll go there." My brother is an orthopedic surgeon. He had operated on one of the people that is in that show, and my sister was able to get tickets. She got the tickets. We went there. It was great as always, and I was honored to be, at one of his last recordings of his show. So we went there. We watched the show. At the end of the show, the producer came by, grabbed my sister, my nephew, and myself, and took us backstage to meet Bob Barker. Bob Barker met my sister, and they shook hands, met my nephew, they shook hands. I covered my name. I said, "You know me." He said, "You are my B-Man." I am honored to be talking about a living legend. And at the time of the recording of this video, he is 99 years old. We honor you, Mr. Bob Barker, Mr. Price is Right. We love you. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he's also an animal rights activist. We love you double the amount. Right up my alley. If you watch my videos, who else do you know that has had 7 monkeys, horses in his backyard, cows? And he's known as the B-Man to the stars. And don't you forget it. And I want to honor Mr. Bob Barker. I salute you. Bye-bye.
Here it comes from the Bob Barker Studio at CBS in Hollywood. Television's most exciting hour of fantastic prizes. The fabulous 60-minute Price is